Yes, everybody, John here. Quadeca, Vanisher, Horizon Scraper. I know people are extremely excited about this one. The songs that I've heard from this so far have been fucking chef's kiss. It is over an hour long. It's got Danny Brown and Maruja. I don't actually know how to say that on the album later on. If you're seeing this on YouTube and you want to watch it uncut in its full glory, link down in the description and in the pinned comment to the Patreon. Come and join us over there. That's the best way to follow the channel. It's the best way to watch the videos. Right, Quadeca, Vanisher, Horizon Scraper. Let's see what you got, young man. You're not that young anymore. You're still younger than me. That's not hard. Okay, fucking hell. All tension and all build so far. Are we gonna get like a wave crashing against the rocks? Or are we gonna get a release? Maybe it's just a straight 6 minutes of build and then the release is the next song, which is called Waging War. It's incredibly textured. Just kind of moved into a gentle place now. I thought we were gonna go whoosh. The fucking arrangement and the amount of building back up, the amount going on is incredible. Strong opener. Again, a lot of build here, a lot of tension. I feel like I need a release at some point. Pause. Crazy jazz drum breakdowns. Is it coming? Is the release? Okay, there's a fucking lot going on. These big, like, gorgeous arrangements and almost sort of symphonies in many ways. I don't know how he puts it all together, but even if it's all done digitally, he has a way of making things sound analog. You know, there's small little elements. There's all that conversation about how Jay Dilla would not quantize everything, so it had that kind of natural little imperfections to it. And I think, well, I can hear it, that this is the same. There's small imperfections of it which makes it seem more alive and more organic. Both of these songs, honestly, there's a lot of build and layers, and you're almost expecting like that crescendo to peak, and then it's just to come like crashing down in a satisfying, and neither of them did really. That one perhaps more so. That track, it almost felt like I should be in Death Stranding or something. I've not played Death Stranding 2, but you know, trying to carry a bunch of boxes across the post-apocalyptic landscape, not trying to fall over while this music plays, this kind of post-rock music. So it's cool so far. I don't think either of those tracks have hit me like the singles did, but plenty of time to go, and we shall see. But the fucking, from the KSI disc to this, is just one of the craziest journeys you could ever imagine. Dude, shout out to anyone who does the Death Stranding playthrough, or the Death Stranding like super edit to Quadeca music. I think that's going to be a sick video. Okay, ruined my life now. I'm talking over this lovely guitar. Sorry Ben, I'll take it back. Oh, hitting me with the Elliott Smith style chord patterns. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
Don't get too cute. They're watching you set off out past the rocks that chose to be better. Guiding us both for forever. Two eyes can see the potato skin keeps watching. So I might have to run to make it I'm the starman of my sinking dream.
Is that still him? Sounds like an English accent. No, maybe not. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Come on. That is a fucking amazing piece of music. Oh, it's not quite finished, sorry. Look at this weird old Hollywood soundtrack in there, right at the end. I feel like I've sort of been transposed to a bunch of different times all at once, as if time itself collapsed. It was listening to the music of Elliott Smith and Bon Iver at various points in my younger adult life. It's the old Hollywood music taking me back to a time where I never existed. It is the layers upon layers taking me into that strange beach Death Stranding world. But also I grew up on an island, right? So, and I've always lived by the sea, so coastlines and waves and these sorts of, a beach can be incredibly packed and absolutely rammed full of people and, thriving life and over thriving in times. But a beach or a coast can also be a truly lonely experience of solitude if you're there on your own, when you have just this huge endless sea in front of you and the absolute power of the waves crashing into the rocks, even when it's not crazy choppy day. So all of that was kind of happening all at once during that listen. A really quite outstanding piece of music that, I mean, it made me feel, but it made me think, and the first two tracks almost built up to I don't know. That's put me in a strange place. I know that this track is gorgeous. I've not listened to these two songs, the ones that are singles, that I did on the Patreon a while ago. I only listened to them then. So it's like, I'm just waiting for the album. So this is only the second time I've heard this.
Fiberglass solution, there's a message on your skin, flicking from the paper, I can read you from within. I thought you knew, safeguards, we're one and the same.
Imagine a Tyler verse on this, by the way. How good would that be? I mean, that really is, again, absolutely superb. Truly, wow, this is really, really going somewhere now, this album. I had high hopes from the singles, and as you know, if you follow me, I didn't really like the last album. I know it's super highly praised, but something about the way the sonics clashed on the album, on the time that I listened to it, bear in mind. I will give myself the out that I could listen to it another time in a different mood and have a different experience. But there's something away the sonics clashed in a certain type of hyper poppy sound. That last Quadeca album, I talk about artists like Breakance and there's a few others, which I find very sensorially overwhelming. And so in that respect, quite often it isn't for me. Now there are still elements of that style in this album so far, but all the edges have been smoothed and softened in a way that's so much more appealing on the ears to me. And you're still getting the incredible arrangements, the depth of the instrumentation, the harmonies, the structure. The fucking sheer scope of it really is impressive, but to me, much smoother to listen to. And I know people love the last record. I'm not here to say anything other than the particular stylistic choices didn't work for me, right? I think that's important to say. I'm really adamant about this now. The more that I do this and the longer that I've been in this and the more that I grow older, I think. The amount, the volume, the scale at which I have zero interest in spoiling anyone else's relationship to a music that they love. It's literally, I don't want to do it at all. And certain people, plenty of people take great pleasure in doing it. And truly, if you have a special connection with a song, whether it's Quadeca, whether it's Frank Ocean, whether it's the Beatles, or whether it's the fucking Venga Boys, somebody has that and then somebody else thinks that it's a good move or a good idea. And I've done this too, I've done this. So I include myself in this. But somebody else thinks that it's a good move to shit on that song and your taste. So not just the music, but actually the people that listen to the music and call them wrong and stuff. This sucks so much because you are separating them from that connection to the divine. You are in their head when they're trying to have a spiritual moment, or they're having spiritual moments with that connection to the song. And that fucking sucks. That really sucks. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to be super, you might call me a fence sitter or whatever. I'm going to be super cautious and super articulate. Not more than cautious. I'm going to be extremely articulate going forward as best as I can be when I'm explaining about why certain music, certain sounds, certain songs don't work for me. Because I really don't want to live in anyone's head that might watch one of my videos when they're trying to enjoy a song and then you got me there saying that it's bad. Like, I don't want that, because I've felt that from the other way around, right? And it's really fucking annoying. So there we go. That doesn't mean I'm going to go saying I like everything, because that's impossible. That would just be stupid and also impossible. But that's me articulating my thoughts about how I'm going to articulate my thoughts. All right? Let's get back to the album.
Keep my soul on high alert. Keep it all on high alert. At a time like this. At a time like this. At a time like this. At a time like this.
Your old timer told me not to bother. You thought getting home would take way longer. Scraping all the rust off of his armor. Melting in my hands like salt and water. Spoken like the father of a father.
Godstained my body, crash my getaway. I could hear the pain from the landline. You were too young to be the bad guy. You were just a child, life just happened to you. So gone, no one wants to take requests. What's the point in trying at a time like this?
Crazy track.
Yeah, I was born in the wrong, yeah, with a puzzle to solve, with the colors to solve.
Insane track.
It's that time of the year where I start getting old. There's traditions I try just to see what'll hold. Have my heart on the line, airing out with my clothes. God, I'm losing my grip on the runway. I wanna get there with you now. Next time I'll take you the long way. It's that time of the year where there's smoke in my breath. There's a hole in the down and a trick up my sleeve.
Bars.
Darling, don't you give up on a Monday. I wanna tell you I want you.
I can see this being played live, and then whether he plays with the band or however it's done, everything's just pulled away and the crowd is just singing this chorus. I can see that. That may have already happened, by the way, but I can definitely see that being a thing that happens at his shows. And even like I pictured it as like a massive festival crowd with thousands of people going back and it pulling out all the instruments. He's got the live band playing everything. Everything stops and the crowd are just singing this chorus. Maybe that's in 2 years' time. Maybe that's right now. I don't know. But I just saw it clear as day. The last 4 tracks have been so good. Obviously, I'd heard 2 of them before. that it's actually changed my mind on the first 2 tracks. Not that I didn't like the first 2 tracks, I actually really did. But they now feel like the build to where the album's going. It's funny, right? Now, Quadeca, I think that his channel, when we started Rock Reacts, 2018, March 2018, shortly after that, I don't exactly know when, the whole Quadeca, I think we did like a reacting to his Styles of Rap video, and then he had the thing with KSI. I can't remember how long that was after Rock React started, but it felt like, even though he was ahead of us in terms of the size of his channel, absolutely, but his real first blow up, just kind of as a personality / musician, was happening at the similar sort of time to Rock Reacts. And it just felt like somebody that we were in similar orbits. And what's been so exciting is seeing this guy that clearly had so much talent, like this rare talent, moving more and more into the music that really speaks to him, blending genres and everything. And even though that previous record didn't speak to me personally, I know it really, really spoke to others and did really well in reviews, but this to me just feels like the culmination of everything. And it's really inspiring, even though it's so much younger than I am, that he's pivoted from this like YouTube style creator doing almost like novelty videos, the Styles of Rap and stuff, really good. Trying the artist thing at first, and you always think, oh, a YouTuber is trying the artist thing, he's probably go back to being a YouTuber, but no, he's gone full in, like none of those videos are ever going to happen again, probably, I don't know. And now it's just like, not only somebody who shifted into being an artist, but shifted into, I can see him going to a completely different level with this record. Now, he has a huge fan base, sells out shows, don't get me wrong. You know, these songs have got 3 million streams, 1 million streams, the ones that have been put out, but I can see it 10xing. I really can. I can just, when I say I can see it, I can see it. And I've got a history of fucking seeing things in my mind and them coming into fruition. Like, I've got a fucking long history of it, whether it's putting the glasses on with The Weeknd, which I saw in my mind over and over and over and over again before it happened, whether it's the vision of seeing Rock Reacts with over 500,000 subscribers underneath it. Now, that got slightly skewed. Maybe it was that and then it became me, whatever. But still, very, very similar. But that was when Rock Reacts had 0 subscribers and didn't exist. And so many other examples of this. I believe we must tap into that intuition in our lives generally, and that's another topic for another time. But honestly, listening to this, I don't see a world where he's not like doing crazy, crazy shows going forward. Because I think there is a crossover here between somebody who's going to love this and somebody who's perhaps a bit more of a casual music lover. A lot of these songs are going to really speak to, and this is going to be their awakening into going deeper into their love of music. And Quadeca is going to be the sort of the door that opens that up. So really exciting to listen to. Okay, Dancing Without Moving now, which is the opposite of what Tyler the Creator wants you to do, by the way. Talking of albums released this week. And by the way, I think Tyler could eat up a lot of verses on a lot of these tracks just for fun. I can see that happening as well, weirdly.
True. I had this feeling since I was the age of 22. I might as well do my dance without a crew, so I can step away from it like excuse you. Brush them off, no step without it. To the night sky to copy what I do. It's dancing again now. Every time I miss you, I get cut off. I look to the night sky.
Yeah, this is fire.
It's dancing again now. See what you got. Any second, he's gonna try. Feel like I'm turning my blind.
They're tapping back into his old rap bag where the fucking levels and the production are just amazing. Just stunner that again. One after another, after another, after another. It's something else. And I've not even got into like if there's a concept behind the album, if there's something else going on in terms of everything else being put together. I'm not going to get it on this first listen, realistically. You guys can let me know in the comments.
They switched some shit around when I was 16. Switched me around. My hair's been falling out since I was 16. It's all falling out. It started turning gray when I was 17. It's all falling out. I feel like I had more shit to say when I was 17. Now my perception got so filled that my spaces are shrinking. I saw so many new horizons and then I was pursue it. I sound like a broken record when I'm talking through it. I should've roped them others in, but they didn't wanna do it. You might end up in my shop cause you were walking through it. Cause if I jump I might survive and that scares me the most. What I witness from afar only scares me from close. What's been keeping me afloat is barely a boat. Every stranger that I pass is where I'm not close. So, that's why.
Okay, nice. Okay, cool track. Probably not on this very first listen quite the level of the last like 5 for me, but like we'll see in it on future listens. I dream about sinking. Yep, gorgeous, gorgeous, whole, like thick. Okay, natural causes. You know when you listen to an album and you're excited when the next song starts because you don't know what you're gonna get. It's just established a groove over this whole track and now is really building and layering on top of that groove and just getting under the skin. Okay, we're still kind of in the groove slightly, even though it's gone very weird. Okay, very cool track. Thunder with 3 R's. I must admit, at this point, I kind of want to hear the Danny Brown track, but you know, we'll give this one all the attention it deserves. Okay. I didn't know you had this one in your locker. Fire. Okay. Yeah, that was really good. Really cool. Complete switch up. Now we've got the great Bakanawa with none other than Mr. Danny Brown. So what the fuck is this gonna be? Because I mean, Danny can rap on anything, but Danny rapping on some of these earlier songs doesn't, pocket-wise, I mean, he can rap on anything, so what am I saying? But okay.
Take you to them deep waters, no one wavy as me. I'm the beast of the night, ain't about to take flight. Take the light from the dark, wanna swim with the sharks. When I start to play my part, I can make the earth shake. Take away with one bite, wanna see an eclipse. Getting pulled from the sky while I'm licking my lips. Conquer my hunger, I'm a monster when I rise above ships. What's next on the menu? That's a bon appetit. Bring terror to your eyes when you're looking at me. And the sound of a
snake in the rear view. Just play safe until he feels you. I can feel the shaking when it's deep underneath. Tell me when's the last time we see one of these.
Okay. So, Bakanawa is a serpent-like dragon from Philippine mythology, often depicted as a moon-eating creature responsible for eclipses, earthquakes, rain, and wind. It is known as the Philippine moon dragon or moon-eating dragon. So I literally never heard of that before today. I love mythology. I love all that shit. Yeah, there's all sorts. I mean, this goes deep. So I don't know if that's a theme in the whole record or just this song or whatever, but yeah, fire.
Maybe the passageway was a matinee. Premature with the cabinet for the latter days. Around here, nobody accepting Apple Pay. You'll have to try not to back away when you're passing a snake in the rear view. With your fade down here too. For everybody in the spot, I'm on the mic. If it's the end of the world, why not tonight? It's the end. This is the same old story, how it came and went. I need a couple more bottles for the main event. It's the
fucking crazy track.
I got a front row seat, that's what I call it. I'm kicking out my feet, no need to stall it. It's the end.
Wow, 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 wow. I was hoping Danny would come back for a little bit. Fucking amazing record, man. So dense, so complex, so interesting, challenging at points, head nodding now at points when it definitely wasn't earlier. Beautiful and gentle. Now a bit more like, well, it was a bit more aggressive. Okay, this is a nearly 8-minute track, so we shall see. incredible track, man. Okay, final track with Maruja, who are a fucking amazing band. Or Maruja, I don't know how to say it. And another 7. By the way, that track, I should say, that track, Forgone, was absolutely fucking amazing. Gentle, sumptuous, restrained, and yet like huge and thick. Pause. Borderline masterpiece of a track, and just to see how far he's come. And what's very interesting is you don't normally see somebody's like come up, their progenesis. You know, you normally see them when they're the finished article or close to in art, music, entertainment. This has not been the case with Quadeca, right? And that's actually something that become more and more common as people start posting their lives and their content from an early stage. We're going to grow up with so many of these artists now and see them evolve. And actually that can be something that stops people being able to evolve, is when they're put in boxes. Some people might have tried to do that with Ben. I don't think he did because of the way that he'd built his fan base, but I don't know.
I found overexposed. You were born with a lot to correct. You were born with a puzzle to solve. You're not high, you just became a child. Returned to a path, hiding in overgrown grass. The line curves into a path through clouds. The tail wrapped in waves, its mouth covered in sky. I pray one last time, but I didn't know. It can smell fear on your breath, and the sweat in the hands of a man. So everyone,
yeah, I thought we were going to get a bit of Maruja instrumentation. We're going to get the crazy. I don't even know what instrument they used. Like a sax, maybe? It's just like a. Yeah, I think it is a sax that goes crazy on their songs. I had to stop listening. Sorry to stop the song. I actually was. They have this one song, and I think it was an EP that they put out. And one song got into my head so much, it was waking me up in the middle of the night, and I couldn't get the sax loop out of my head, and it was starting to actually make me ill. So I had to stop listening to them, even though I think the song's amazing. It was like such a devastating earworm that it was fucking up my physical health, which is kind of weird, but has happened to me with music before. But I still think they're really, really, really good.
the captain stands alone, arms to the sky. This symphony of loneliness, unheard upon its own. He cracks a boat, it's the only friend he knows. Years of no expression left him bitter comatose. The rain is torrential, he gives a toothless grin. About to meet the devil, projections from within. Like a pounding, he finishes the bottle. Climbs up to the sail, clutching, wishing for tomorrow. All his crew were taken, lost to the ocean. The ghosts of his friends begin to haunt him, spirit broken. Vanished like the stars on a dark, misty night. Evil howls the wind as it bogs in his mind. The fun is so consuming, the only life he's shown is the heavens open wide. It's hell on earth he knows.
That's fucking amazing. Fucking waves crashing against the boat. Plunging into the water. There's a storm. Unbelievable track, dude, to finish. Unbelievable. Truly astonishing record from Quadeca. I'm blown away. Amazing. I'm talking to Scraper. I've scraped the surface of it musically, sonically, thematically, lyrically. Like, I don't even know. But I just had to let it wash over me on this first listen. And my God, it's unbelievable, to be honest. I think that he's massive already compared to when he first started out as the YouTuber turned artist, but I truly believe that their future is nothing but huge audiences, huge crowds, huge momentum, and incredible. He already has this, but just at a different scale. Incredibly deep connection with his fans. I mean, this is music that's going to speak to the very souls of the people that it touches, and there will be thousands, hundreds of thousands of them. Amazing shit on first listen, and will continue to get better, I've no doubt. Fuck it out. What a record, dude. What a record. Amazing. Just let me know your thoughts. Mad record. I need a minute. That was a long recording session, and it is unbelievably hot in here. The second to last ever album reaction film from within here, thank God. Because I've got all the doors shut as well. I would estimate it is 48 degrees C in here. So before I pass out, I'm going to go. Catch you all very soon. See you later. Peace.